Alright guys, hello and welcome to Game 2 of KT Rolster versus Estro. Is that Team Estro or just Estro? I don't know. Anyway, this will be Violet versus Riley. Violet is representing KT Rolster and Riley is on Estro. Riley's apparently going by Sia in this game, but this is Sia or Riley. He's going to be the Teal Terran, and Violet is the Protoss, going to be in the upper right. He's the yellow Protoss, so he did not get Violet. This is going to significantly weaken his skill, because he has a 1 in 8 chance of being horribly overpowered, but when he doesn't get Violet, he doesn't play as well. I actually don't know if that's true, I kind of made it up. But if it is true, that'd be kind of funny. It's going to be a Protoss versus Terran, and this is on match point. But this is not the match point, by the way. As you can see at the top of the screen, Estro has 0 points, KT has 1. So if Violet wins this, it's going to be 2-0 for KT Rolster. And, you know, obviously if Riley wins it, we'll have a tie game. First to 3 wins, guys. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put that pylon out towards his choke. Pretty standard play for Protoss. And there's a girl looking very intent. And she, right at the end, she started looking at her like, what are you Oh, I'm on camera! She was extreme. Normally they're really good about hiding from the camera, but she got a little distracted by the actual game. People watching StarCraft? What? So we've got, honestly, on this one, I don't know who I'm going to favor. A couple of seasons ago, Violet was kind of seen as the next big thing, and a lot of people were watching him and saying, ooh, take a look at Violet, he's going to be great. Because he had a very strong opening, and then he kind of sputtered out. He's still a good player, but, you know, against Terran, he's at a solid, he's dead even. He's got a 50% win rate. While really, if it was C, really, then it'd be different. But this is just normal, really. And normal, really, I haven't heard of a whole bunch. See, look at her. She immediately is like, oh, I'm on camera! But, oh, come on. Then she, like, showed her eyes again and towards the end. If you want to hide from the camera, go all the way. Like, dive for cover or something. That'd be funny. That would be worth seeing. Alright, there's a cybernetic score, so pretty normal. Very few Protoss players go for Zealots against Terran, just because Vulture Harass is so common with Terran. And all Zealots can do is kind of, you know, chase after the Vultures saying, hey, come back. And the Vultures never do. Here we have some pro battling. Ooh, SCV turns around, going to go after the program, and I bet he's already turned around. I'd be very surprised if I actually saw that SCV, like, seriously try and take out that probe. Especially not with a Marine guarding the front door. You're not getting in here. And there's a Zealot guarding this one, so neither of them can really scout each other. Although I will say that Riley is going to get better scouting information than Violet will. Or, sorry, Violet will get better scouting information. No, I'm right. The Terran will get better scouting information, because Violet is the Protoss. And the reason is because he knows he can't get in there, but he can see the gateway, he can see the cybernetic score, so he has a slightly better idea where they are. All the probe saw was Marine, and now 2 Marines. He has no clue. He doesn't know, you know, how many gas, how many, you know, SCVs are on gas, anything. Which, granted, neither does Riley, but Riley at least saw some buildings. We do have a pretty fast expansion going up for Riley. Violet may be able to guess that just by the fact that he really is being so aggressive at keeping that scout out. Usually, obviously, if you don't have anything there, you don't care so much about making sure they can't scout it. And, ooh, there's a SCV trying to sneak in, but not going to make it. SCV dies in a shower of explosions. That sounded better in my head. In a cacophony of death, we'll say that. Engineer Bay going up. Engineering Bays are always, it's important in every matchup, but it's especially important in against Protoss, just because Protoss like to use Dark Templar and they like to use Observers. So, Terran, you only really have to worry about Wraiths, and really, if you have Wraiths, it's not a big deal. They do 8 damage a shot. I mean, you can build turrets by the time they come up. By the time they take something out, it's kind of sad. Oh, here comes another scout. Ah! Ooh, scout does see the command center. finally got in and can confirm, yes, there is an expansion. So there is Violet's expansion really is ahead in terms of economy right now. Neither of them have really lost that much. I mean, they both basically lost a scouting unit, scouting worker, but that's it. Neither of them have done really any damage to each other. But now Violet's going to be trying to be kind of sneaky here. He's going to move through both attack routes, make sure there's nothing hiding anywhere. He's really hoping to catch some more scouts coming out. It looks like he's not going to be able to, although here, SCV is going to die. He's running up to the top. Or he'll die. Maybe not. I don't know. So, really is massing up for an attack because he's kind of done the timing. He saw that the command center just finished and knows that theoretically really is going to be spending a lot more time on workers right now. So Violet knows he can probably move in here. There is, oh wow, maybe he was just posturing for attack. That scout saw that really is going, or Violet's going for the double expand, very rare double expand. And okay, for a second there I thought there weren't any workers there. I was like, ugh. And now he's going to get a full scout on the base. He sees that there's a robo coming up, 2 more gateways, so Violet's about to be going hard on the troops. He goes hard for the troops. Yeah, I say this every time. I always promise not to sing to you guys because I sing horribly, and I always lie to you. I am not a very good friend. I'm sorry. Alright, so the scout's even going to get back out. Oh no he's not. No he's not. That always is kind of crappy on your end when you're like, you're running back out, you're like, yeah, and then there's like 3 guys from the FBI just standing there. What were you doing? Nothing. I don't have any personal experience with that. Alright, so we have some tanks going out. It's been long enough, and he had a second factory going up with also machine shop. He's going very heavy tank production right now. Probably because he's seen there's not a whole lot of zealots, and so you really need vultures to keep the zealots off. So he needs to get another factory up and start making more vultures. But in all honesty, right now he doesn't need them. But the problem is, of course, with Gateway you can just switch to zealots instantly. It's not like you have to build another building to get zealots. Zealots are like the base unit. So yeah, that's not going to work so well. It might. Okay, here's some more factories. So yeah, it looks like Violet does have a small window here where if he wanted to push, he could, because he got his extra gateways up way before really got his extra factory, or he's just now getting his extra factories actually. So if he wanted to push, he theoretically could, although I don't actually see enough troops for him to push. He's had his production up for a while, but I do not think he has actually the army. I think he's been investing a little too much into his extra expansions, because he's at 3 base right now. I mean, that expansion should be saturated by now. I haven't seen it in a while, but just going by the timing, it should be up by now. And yeah, there's the vultures out. He saw the troops down there, and he's going to run away from them, because he says, I don't care about your troops, I just care about shelling your base. And he's going to shell himself right into a pincer attack. Because he's going to move his tanks up. Oh, actually, kind of smart. He moved his tanks... Oh. He moved his tanks up and got a mine drug into them. So this is not going to end well for Really. It might... Okay, no, it doesn't get another shell off. And Dragoons do very, very well. There is 1 vulture going to get in here. 2 vultures going to get in here. Okay, wow, actually. Things did not go quite as badly as I thought they would. Usually Marines do not do very well against Dragoons at all. I guess he did actually research Stim Pack, or maybe the Dragoons were just a lot more damaged than I thought they were. That could always be the case. So... And yeah, he's actually getting a good number of vultures in here, so despite the fact that his attack didn't do what he wanted to, he didn't really get to get in position and do a lot of damage, he did at least get several vultures through. He's dropping mines that are really going to... That probe just took out the mine. Go probe. Got to get tough. Go probe. So, and he's putting on the pressure. He's got his factories up. He's moving out. He is keeping quite a bit of pressure on Really right now. So Violet trying to move things up to 2-0 for KT Rolster. Right now, it's hard to say who's ahead right now. Really is putting a lot of pressure on Violet. I keep getting their names mixed up, and I'm sorry. Really is the Terran, Violet is the Protoss. And really is keeping a lot of pressure, but he's doing a little bit of damage, but I don't know. I don't think he's actually doing enough damage to, make up for the amount he's spending on troops that he's losing. Granted, he is doing quite a bit of... Ooh, that was a very brave Dragoon. That Dragoon took out like 4 mines, 5 mines, 6 mines, 7 mines. I feel like almost Sesame Street. Alright, so, I mean, he's dropping a lot of mines, he's making things unpleasant for Violet, but, the mines aren't taking out too many, there's a lot of observers in the area, so he's really not able to take too much advantage. He is getting up his 4th base, but so is Violet, and Violet's base is actually already up. So Violet can start queuing guys down there. And he is starting to put photon cannons up to just belittle and badger the vultures as they keep coming in. I don't know why I can't remember the name of vultures. Vultures are like probably the most used Terran unit. I should really be able to remember them.